Hi Cancer, and welcome to your Astroflower weekly reading going from the 3rd of October through to the 10th of October. How you doing? Have you seen the monthlies? Have you seen the equinox readings? I would go and have a look at it because it's a changing world we live in and it's going to affect all of us. It will help you to understand these readings going forward. Okay, they're on our channel. You can find there, and they'll also be linked at the end of this reading. Okay, also what you can see here is the sun. And we're going to start bringing in the sun into these readings, which we do on Cymatic TV all the time. Oh, the cards want to jump out there. Oh, there's two cards there, the Three of Swords and the Emperor. So, yeah, own your emotions by those things. But anyway, getting back to... Oh, look, you've got to really stop chucking cards out at me. I'm not ready. I'm going to put you down. Oh, blimey. Right. With the sun, and you can well see on that sun coming through, you can see that coronal hole coming through, that big black shapes in the middle of the sun. That's going to be hitting Earth at the weekend. So it's going to start your week off with a lot of Earth energies. But there is also filament energies which is going on, which is all to do with your waters, which you can find here and how you interact with the outside world. But mainly it's going to be affecting your Earth, and you have a huge amounts of Earth in you. So this could be a really good week for you, Cancer. Okay, let's just see what's going on the overall energies for you this week. Take it or leave it, doesn't really matter. Concentrating on the long-term plans, I think, for you. The Devil, Capricorn, so your opposite sign here, which is sort of, it's helping you to sort of shine on the path of seeing what is available. That's what the Devil does. It's the carrier of light, and as it does, it brings the light to your path. You can see there's different angles or different avenues or different paths you can take, and it'll just basically give you options. Also, it would, if it shines on one particular part, it could be that that whole sort of addiction or not perseverance, but I don't think it's that. I think it's mainly the Devil here is actually bringing you the opportunities of seeing other things that are around you. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I think that's what that's all about. Let's move on to your relationship side. This is your karmic message for your relationships. Don't worry about the physical side of the relationships that are around you. Just take it and leave it as it comes. I think this is reiterating this on that side. This is a changing week for everybody. Yeah, I think it's you may well have felt that in the last week that you were sort of stuck and relationships are not really going anywhere. They were causing you more angst than anything else. And I think this is changing. I think you're gradually freeing yourself up. And the best way to free yourself up is like you relax and let yourself go. It's a bit like that scene out of Harry Potter when he falls into that plant that sort of tightens it up. And the more you relax, the more you can actually get through it. And I think this is a very similar situation for you. It's where the Eight of Swords is learning or teaching you this week to actually free yourself up. Let's just see what's going on, how the universe is sort of influencing this karmic message. I think there's a lot of possibilities for you, basically. You're still in your winter period, only just. You're still in your winter period, so you're probably going to see shoots of the projects that you've started within your relationships and stuff like that, or certain relationships that are coming forward. But do you know what? Funny as it may seem, Pisces had exactly the same cards, but inverted. So this card was here and this card was here. And you see, I'm shuffling all the time, but whatever, it doesn't matter how much I shuffle, these cards just want to come out. So, yeah, I think it's a case of you're seeing these shoots coming through within the relationships, and that's going to provide you with that healing. It's almost as if like you planted the seeds and you've been waiting for the germination, and now you can see them coming out through the surface. It's going to make you kind of go, oh, that's going to be a little bit easier. Okay, after a week that's been a little bit difficult. Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence this karmic message. They're sort of saying, come on, come on, come on. They're being like a kid. They're almost as if they're trying to encourage you to go on a little bit of an adventure by the looks of things. Wow, yeah. There's nothing like falling in love to give you a really good healing session, is there? And I think this is going to help you to get unstuck. Maybe it's an offering of love, and this is the guides here. So they're trying to encourage you that way into that adventure of falling in love. And it could be with your partner or your existing partner. You know, playing with your existing partner in a way that exploring new avenues of that relationship. But it could also mean that, you know, you're falling in love with who you are. That's what's gives you that healing and that sensation of, oh yeah, I'm okay with me. Now it's just a case of when I go out there and I be who I am, the world will reflect that, and the people, the relationships that I get involved in will reflect that. Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence this this conversation that is within you. They're almost like a shopping list in a way. It's as if, like, through your head, you're almost kind of going, "Oh, that person could be quite nice. That person could be quite nice." It is that anticipation of movement, I think, and I think this is all about This is why the devil's here to shine the light on the pathway here, and he could be also shining it on the business side as well, on the jobs, but on the relationship side here, I think this is where it's, you know, you're looking at your options, and you're trying to encourage that those relationships, and it could be with your family members, it could be with your friends, your community, just getting into relationships that really make you feel alive and in love. So it's coming, it's changing very quickly. So if you allow this movement, if you relax and enjoy who you are, you could fall in love. It could be, for some of you, you're meeting that ultimate person, that twin flame sort of scenario, and it comes through very quickly, and it makes you feel like that, yes, I'm winning at last, I'm ahead of the curve. It's great, it's fantastic. Enjoy yourself by the looks of it, Cancer. Let's just see what's going on your money sort of side. Let's see what the karmic message is on this side. Don't spend all your pentacles at once. There's a certain degree of trying to build capital, but there is also a certain degree of investment as well. And this could be a case of wanting to invest in I'm going to take that card. Invest in a business, or invest in a job. You know, in your career plan. It is. Yeah, it's telling you to manifest your future. It's investing, I think. Yeah, it's investing. Don't spend all. I think you've got to be really clear about what you want to invest in and what you want to do. Invest your time, your money, your place. You know, your home, or your car, or it's just how you sort of like invest yourself in the going future. That's all. Seems really important. Okay, let's just see how the universe is guiding this, because there is a big changes which we've seen in the October readings and the equinox readings, and it's all to do with respect on the business side. Let's just see how the universe is influencing this. You're going to have. I know there's going to be stuff going on your relationship side, but you're going to have to give a good eye, keep an eye on the road, as it were. Keep, be attentive about what is going on. Yeah, being strong and sure within you. That's what they're trying to. The universe is trying to encourage your pathway to be solid, to be built upon not illusions. It's going to take work, which is this manifestation of the magician, but it's going to need you and the universe is trying to help you with that strength. These are good, strong offerings or investments in your future. Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence this karmic message. sort of saying, if we're going to do this, let's do this. It's no hold bars, basically. The guys are sort of saying a new way of doing things, a vision. No hold bars. When you invest in something, you're going to be able to look at and see things in a different way. If you're moving into a new job, exploring the different avenues. And I think this is, everyone seems to be that this side here is definitely a productive and changing world at the moment. And it's just seeing things differently, which will give you that edge and that strength on all your projects, your business or your jobs and stuff like that. Just look at things that slightly in a different way, which will be really good for you. And this is where the devil sort of helps you as well. We'll go into how the sun, just looking at your elements here and your qualities, and just play out really nice for you there. Okay, let's just see how the guides are trying to influence that conversation that's in you. When it starts flowing, this is where respect, I think, comes into. Respect has to be earned through action, basically. And I don't think it's you who has to earn the respect. I think people have got to earn the respect from you, by the looks of things. And that's what it seems to be doing. There's a call to mission. Yeah, there's a definite call to mission here of manifesting a new pathway. There's definitely a business opportunity here that's worthwhile looking into, if not investing in. But being really sure about it. You have a really important role by the looks of things in this. And this could be with your job and your business. You know, in your job, it could be a case of there's a department in the business that you're working for, and you give a new angle of how to do things. And that's going to lead you on to sort of saying, well, we'd like you to try this. And that's a bit of that call to mission. Let's just see how it all sort of plays out in the end. It's going to play out, I think, in the following week after the 10th. You're going to start getting a real glow up moment. You're going to feel really, I've made it. I'm here. I'm done. Sort of scenario. Yeah, like that. She was like that. And it's with the community. It's finding the harmony between both sides. Absolutely beautiful reading for you, Cancer. I think you're gonna really love the following week coming forward. Okay, so in the relationship side here, just sort of you've got to get out there. If you want to fall in love, you've got to get out there and do it. You've got to get out there and say it. And I think that's going to bring you in the healing of the past, of this new love and this new sense of victory, which is going to find you a beautiful place within the society, or your friends, your community, your family, and even within your partnership. You're going to find it really nice and a beautiful place to be. On your business side here, I think that's even more important. That's sort of saying there's a change within you where you can actually start really investing in your future, and it's a very solid future, and it's almost a call to arms, a passion for you. And the reason, so let's just have a look at the sun here. As you can say, as I was saying, we have that coronal hole, so we're looking at the Earth, and this is where we have the fixed Earth coming through here, and it comes down through here, almost as if it's quarantines off these two cards here. And I think this is where the solid Earth comes in, because you've got that cardinal Earth as well that goes around it. And it's almost as if like your elements and your energy is sort of saying, if this feels right, if you feel empowered by this scenario, go ahead and do it. You can actually manifest what you so desire out of this scenario as it goes forward. And that's when you can allow your emotions to come up through there, because those filament energies which have been releasing have been on the north pole of the sun. So that gives you that vertical, that raison d'etre, which plays into that Knight of Swords scenario. So I think with that solid plans at the beginning, I think almost these three here are really important. It's almost as if these two are the most important out of this sort of scenario here. That's more of a sort of realization, and that's a case of almost like saying you can do this. This is how it gets put together. On the relationship side, this is where you have your cardinal Earth coming down through here, but you have that mutable earth coming through from Virgo, which is pure earth, and it flows all the way around, which encompasses this 3 cards here together rather than sort of doing that on that side. It actually brings these 3 cards together. And I think if it's the case here, if you do manage to move forward, open up, you're going to provide a lot of healing for yourself. I think the environment's going to provide a lot of space and healing and a sensation of love and caring, not only for yourself, but for others, and love and caring for each other. And I think that's what's going to accumulate in that. And all of a sudden, it's almost as if you've taken the brakes off and you're rocking. And it looks like by the end of the week, you're going to be, you might feel like you've really turned a corner, Cancer. The only drawback that I can see is this part here, that crossing of that fixed fire and that mutable air. So that's fixed passion with that mutable water coming, air coming through. So it plays down a little bit on this, and it's not so bad, but it does put a little bit of pressure on you on this. So you might feel a little bit of angst to actually get out there. It's the only real air that you've got apart from this one here, and that contributes to the angst as well. But actually, I don't think you'll see that moment of happiness. You'll almost feel it by the end of the week, but you won't actually see it in your life till the following week. And it'd be interesting to see how it plays out in the following week. So I think the weakest card you have here is, at the moment, is that one, simply because you can't see it. And these 2 here is because it's that angsty moment before you jump off the cliff into the water. We all have that. So the most important cards for you on this table here, I would say, is the Lovers, the Hangman. I want to say the Strength card, but it could well be that Chariot thing that actually brings everything through. But I think it's going to be more the Strength and on your business side. Okay, so there you go, Cancer. There is loads of links in the description below, including a copy of your book that you can get from us off Amazon. Also, there's links to our sister channel, Somatic TV, where we go into all of that stuff about the sun energies, the chakra system, and the aura system as well. In the meantime, Cancer, thank you very much for being here. And I do appreciate your support by subscribing and clicking that bell. That's really important. You can also share this reading across all platforms, social media platforms that you're connected with, liking and commentating. It'd be lovely to hear from you. In the meantime, Cancer, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.